Rosenberg spoke about there was to be a report from, I believe, the HR director, maybe in combination with Mr. Recall. I'm not sure. I thought that's what was discussed last week. No, but here we are. You know, a lot of people came out to your meeting tonight, you know, and that's a good thing. And but we kind of go away, and then there'll be an action made. You know, I mean, I know that probably the ad in the Cecil wig was, you know, was not able to get stopped. I understand that. And I apologize if I don't remember your name. But, you know, I understand that, but it's still nice to know. You know, I think Commissioner Feiner did an excellent job in telling you that and you're also getting ready to raise the taxes on his employer. You know, and they're having trouble. I think we all know people who work at WO Board. It's a big employer. And I think they're having trouble with keeping the employees they have. I believe they're supposed to do some cutbacks, according to a gentleman who I see every week. And, you know, I guess all I'm trying to say is it's a good time to do a little belt tightening and also to let your taxpayers know what you're doing. I'll stop there. Thank you.
Mr. Herman? Gene Herman?
I think all my questions have been answered, but I came here with the an impression that there was going to be some communication between the board and the audience and the taxpayers of this town. And I haven't found, but except the last discussion between Mr. Repo and Mr. Krause, that the board sits up there and I just looked at everybody, and I haven't heard a thing from anybody. You either don't know the answers or aren't willing to give answers to the questions that have been asked. So I feel what questions I do have, I know will not be answered for whatever your reason may be that you don't know the answers or you don't want to give answers. So I have nothing more to add, but just want to bring that before you all, that if you have a meeting, you ought to have some interaction between yourselves to act like you know what's going on anyway. And the people come here to listen to you. All these people come here to hear you and hear what other people had to offer and make inquiries about your budget items. I haven't heard a thing that's been educational to me. I don't know about the other people. Thank you.
Thank you.
I think before the next person comes, some of those questions perhaps can be answered by Steve, but as far as the position goes, this thing sounds bad. But as far as the position goes, as far as human resources, I was the one that brought that discussion up, and I think Mr. Ponder, Mary Jo, and the mayor eventually chimed in on what I was saying. And our concern was the fact that we didn't think at the time another position was needed. And after a little discussion, that discussion was put back in Lewis's seat. And at this point, we were still under the impression that that position will not be a part of the budget. Now, whether it's in there or not, I don't know, because I have not looked at the budget. We met on Wednesday, but it's still our position up here. I do believe the four of us, or the three of us, is that that position will not be upheld. Now, whether there's any difference or not, I don't know.
That's exactly what I understand, and we have not received a report that was stated we were going to get. So we're supposed to get it at the end of the week.
Okay.
I was going to prepare that for tonight, but I was asked not to. So I will have that for you by tomorrow.
Okay, we have to adopt the ordinance 3/2010 presented for introduction only. Lewis? I'm sorry? The introduction for the ordinance 3/2010?
Ordinance 3/2010 presented tonight for introduction purposes only, and per my suggestion that the board would not adopt this budget until June 2. That's the first meeting in June as a matter of old business. Consequently, all the timeframes will be met in accordance with the charter. However, notwithstanding the introduction of Ordinance 3/2010, can everybody hear me?
Not very well.
Okay, I'll speak louder.
Thank you.
I would request that the board, if they so choose to do so, adopt the real property tax rate, the personal property tax rate that are outlined in this budget. Concealed tax rate's .4734, personal property tax is $1.11. Hadn't been changed for, the personal property tax hadn't been changed since 2002. The reason I asked the board to act in this matter is so I can notify the Maryland Department of Assessments and Taxation of our tax rate. They've given us a deadline of May 23rd, May 26th in order to respond. If the board does not adopt, and they can choose not to adopt, and we won't be able to provide that information, and then they won't be able to process credit applications. So I would suggest that the board is going to adopt the .4734 and $1.11 as real property tax and personal property tax rate, that they do so tonight. If not, I'll notify Maryland Department of Assessments otherwise.
So you want us to adopt ordinance 3/2010 as an
Not
introduction?
adopted, just
I mean,
accept
for introduction, and then do the real property tax and the personal tax as another.
That's correct.
Okay.
The charter calls that the town budget be adopted in the form of an ordinance. Ordinances under the charter are introduced in not less than 6 days or greater than 60 days, they have to be adopted. In this case, the suggestion is that it be adopted June 2nd. That'll meet the charter requirement in terms of introduction and adoption. The charter does not specifically say, even though the budget is tied to a tax rate, that you cannot adopt the tax rate. So you can adopt the real property tax rate and or the personal property tax rate tonight, which is the basis of your budget anyway, in terms of general fund.
All right, do I have a motion to accept ordinance 3/2010?
For introduction.
All right,
That's
for
only for
introduction.
introduction purposes only.
Have a second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried. Now, do I have a motion to accept the real property tax rate and personal property tax rate? As,
That's for it.
you make a motion?
That's a resolution, right?
No.
No, it's not.
This is simply to adopt the real property tax rate.
Right.
And the real property tax rate that is presented under this budget is .4734. And the personal property tax rate is $1.11. Those are the two, real property and personal property tax, as the basis of your general fund, or largest revenue producers.
All right,
All right, make motion.
I have a motion. Have a second? I have a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Motion carried. Okay. Severn Trent? All right.
Mayor and Commissioners.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that I thought the dedication that was held at the wastewater treatment plant turned out very nice and a very good turnout, and I was very pleased. We were able to give tours to a lot of the people. A lot of people were very interested in the new facility. And okay, I know that during the dedication we presented the mayor and council.
Excuse me, why don't you take that mic out of the holder, hold it in your hand, and put it to your mouth? I can't hear you neither in the back, but I think if you've been manipulated with your hands, it'd be better.
Okay, better.
So that's good.
Okay, I lost my thought now.
Dedication ceremony.
Yeah, we had a very good dedication ceremony. There was a lot of some good amount of Elkton residents came to the dedication, but we were able to present the mayor and council with an award that we received out at the Maryland Rural Water Association convention for the to the town of Elkton for the wastewater system of the year award. And I brought it along tonight because I thought maybe the mayor and council would like to present it to the whole community, the whole town, because since there's only a few people there at the dedication. So I brought it with me, and I'll just set it here on the table.